Hello everybody, and welcome to this installment of the Great Video Game Inventory Project, one man's quest to play and catalog his entire massive video game collection. I am your host, Justin, and today we're going to be looking at Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's get started. Looks like whoever played this game before me didn't play it very much, only 7%. But we're gonna start a new game here. So in my opinion, the Donkey Kong Country games have a really weird plot. I mean, this reptile from a far off land came to steal all your bananas. How exactly was that pitched initially? I'm not sure, but anyway, 2D platformer, pretty basic. I'm going to be going by the speedrun mantra that if you are using Donkey Kong, something has gone wrong. Because Diddy Kong moves a lot faster than Donkey Kong. So if you're watching a speedrun of this game, you won't see Donkey Kong very often. I'm sort of half-heartedly trying for the warp between stages here. There is a wrong warp glitch where you can be transported to World 3 if you mash a button on a very specific frame. If you're interested in seeing that, I would YouTube it and watch a player who is better than myself doing it. Because I haven't spent nearly enough time practicing this game in order to pull off something like that consistently. But Donkey Kong Country, like most of the games, most of the platformers in my collection, because I tend to have good games, you can really see a very high level of 2D level design. I mean, just looking at these graphics, if you weren't a child in the 90s like I was, when this game came out, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Because nobody had ever seen graphics like this before on a home system. And this was really one of the main players in the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo Great War of the 90s. I mean, if your friend was like, well, I have a Sega Genesis, I have Sonic, you can be like, well, I have a Super Nintendo, I have Donkey Kong. And be like, so? You smell. This is my memory of what the 90s sounded like. So this is the first water stage. Perhaps this game's most famous BGM comes from the water stages. It's called Aquatic Ambience. It's very pretty. It always kind of bums me out, though, I have to say. Like, when I'm listening to it, it just sort of puts me in a very somber mood. I don't know why. But there is a orchestral arrangement of this music. It's on a concert series called Symphonic Legends. You can find it on YouTube. If you want to buy it, I think there are some vendors that sell it, but it's I think it's in the Eastern European market. It is very good, though. I highly recommend it. Oh my god. No! On guard. No! Oh, came back. Oh well, whatever. We're close to the end of the stage anyway. There goes my false drama. I mean, it seems sort of weird to me that there aren't any friendly fish in this lake or whatever we're in. They're all trying to kill you. Alright, I historically have a hard time with barrel cannons for some reason. I don't know. We'll see if I fail today or not. This is a sequence where you can really just hold forward and it'll automatically do everything for you. There are quite a few sequences like those in all the Donkey Kong Country games, just because the design team wants to show off. Oh god, almost ran off the edge there. I'm pretty sure there's a shortcut barrel somewhere in this sequence, like a hidden barrel where if you hit it, it transports you past most of that, but don't remember where it is, so it doesn't really help me. Oh yeah, that was another one. I could have just cartwheeled through that entire sequence had I held forward. And I just totally jumped into that gremlin. Almost missed that one. I tend to overthink the barrels and try to like compensate for gravity, but it's usually not necessary. Don't these bees have anything better to do than just like fly in front of barrels? Shouldn't they be making honey or something? We're on to the first boss, Naughty. He is a beaver. There's actually a way to skip a phase in this fight. I can't recall off the top of my head how to do it. I think if you actually take a hit after you hit him 2 or 3 times, he'll skip the next phase. So you've got to sacrifice a Kong to do it. But as I said, you can watch better players do stuff like that. Frog! Nobody ever remembers the frog. I think this is the only game the frog was in. I think the frog's name is Winky. It makes sense because the name of this level is Winky's Walkway. But pretty sure this is the only game Winky appears in, because I think he, she, it, whatever it is, was replaced by the spider in Donkey Kong Country 2. Well, most of the animal pals were replaced in Donkey Kong Country 2. Or maybe this, I guess the snake is more like Winky than the spider is. Okay, now for our first minecart stage. For any of you that had trouble with the minecart stages as children, here's a little tip for you. There's a shortcut barrel there. And we're done! Did I just blow your 12-year-old mind or what? Bouncy Bonanza. Now here, I have to wonder, like, the Kremlings... Does King K. Rool, like, tell them, hey, just go into this cavern and jump around? Jump around a lot. Is there, like, a selection committee where people are like, this guy's good at jumping, he should just go to the cave and be a jumper? Or did King K. Rool just put them on guard duty and they're like, screw it, we're just gonna jump around? Who knows? It is a mystery. I dare not question the internal workings of the Kremling Empire. And what's the Kremling homeland like? I don't think you ever go there in any of the Donkey Kong games. It'd be kind of interesting to see. It'd be hilarious if they're just like this peaceful society. And King K. Rool is like some radical tyrant. Wow. That was silly. I think I'm getting close to the end of this stage though. Yep, I am. There's the G. That was close. I probably should have died there. Let's play it kind of safe here, because I don't want to die. Exit. Stop and go station. This is another one of those stages everybody hates, but let's find me a DK barrel real quick. And then let's go back the way I came. That's another silly shortcut. Run, donkey. So yeah, if you don't want to deal with that level, just go back in the entrance. That just launches you to where that is. There is a shortcut in this level as well, like a hidden shortcut barrel. I don't remember where it is, but I do remember that it is Donkey Kong specific, which is kind of unusual. Yeah, let's talk about ledge rolling. So ledge rolling is a weird thing in this game where if you roll off a ledge, you can jump out of it. How that makes logical sense, I'm not sure, but it is a valuable movement option. That isn't terribly intuitive. Well, I mean, the actual action of it is pretty intuitive, but like, why would you ever try to do that? I think they probably detail it in the instruction manual, but who reads instruction manuals? Also, those beavers and the giant wheels, their hitboxes are kind of weird. They're not as big as you would think they are. Necky! Necky's nuts, you know? You have to believe that the level designers had fun with some of these names. There goes Necky. Dead. I think that'll about do it for Donkey Kong Country. The Donkey Kong Country speedrun community is very large and still very much alive. Notable runners include New Age Retro Hippie, who's a dedicated Donkey Kong Country runner, and then there's also Garrison has been running it lately. He's actually a Metroid runner, but he's been doing some good things in Donkey Kong Country. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time in the Great Video Game Inventory Project. This is Justin, signing out.